Yo, what up folks, TripCG here, and today we're going to have a look at Jund Citadel. Been a bit quiet this week, I haven't posted very much, so I've actually been, I actually had a trip to hospital. My voice is still a little messed up, I can't basically talk very long, so it's going to be a little shorter than normal. We're going to take a look at the deck and get into ranked. I have some other decks here that I'm kind of looking at for Explorer at the minute, so if you want to see one of these next, let me know in the comments. Let's have a look. So, if you follow the channel for a while, you'll know that I kind of obsessed a bit with the black-green version of the Citadel deck about 3 to 6 months ago. The idea being that you put a Citadel into play, Citadel, 3, black, black, black. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, you may play land cards and cast spells on top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, you pay life instead of the mana cost, and then tap it, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents, each opponent loses 10 life. Cool. The first part of your deck is designed around getting this into play, and the second part of the deck is designed around killing your opponent. You've got a few different ways to do that. Let's start at the bottom. So you've got the mana guys. So 4 Animal Elves, 4 Eldritch Mystic. Obviously, Citadel costs black, 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 black. You need to find those. Your mana base is a little wonky because of it. And so we've also got 2 copies of Gilded Goose, 4 copies of Prosperous Innkeeper, which also plays a really huge role in letting you gain life back when you're casting creatures off of the Citadel, when you're kind of going off. Goose here is another source of life, but also, again, a color source. And because we're playing a Jund version here, starring Mayhem Devil, which we'll get to, having another source is really, really important. One of the best ways to accelerate you, especially for like a turn 3 Citadel, is actually Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Your best draws are like 2 elves and a priest. You can go elf into priest and an elf, into tap the 2 elves for mana, stack them to the priest, put a Citadel into play. And often you can just kill your opponent at that point in the game, especially versus some of the less interactive decks like Mono Green. Really, really, really powerful, really good, but also is one of your best ways at dealing with your opponent's creatures. Things like Greasefang, if you can catch them without some of the early creatures, or if you can make them sack them off so you can actually pressure Greasefang with it. Things like Angels really struggle to beat Priest of Forgotten Gods as well. There are a bunch of decks where this effect, that which makes them sacrifice a creature, is pretty good. It also ramps you, it also draws you cards, it kind of does everything. It's maybe the best card in the deck. I've talked a little bit about Innkeeper, as well as giving you that treasure, gives you a nice way to gain life when you're going off with Citadel. It's the primary way we have in the deck to do this. The idea being, you're going to put Citadel into play, cast a bunch of creatures at the top, and then you're going to kill them with either Citadel, which is possible, or we've got a couple other things. That's kind of where Mayhem Devil comes in. We're splashing red for Devil by itself here, and the idea is, hey, we've got Priest of the Forgotten Gods, sure. We actually have Voice Rider as well, which we'll get to, which is your other sacrifice outlet. I'll get there. But Mayhem Devil basically gives you another angle, being able to just do a bunch of direct damage, but also giving you loads of interaction for creatures as well. It makes you much more resilient versus aggro. It's super, super solid. You can snipe off their creatures, and then you can use it to kill your opponent when you're going off. We talked a bit about, okay, you're going to get your combo into play. You're going to gain life to keep casting spells. So then, how does that work? How do we keep, what happens if we hit a land? And that's really where Voice Rider comes in. It's a sacrifice outlet, which is great for Mayhem Devil, of course, but this Scry ability actually just lets you control the top card of your library, make sure that you always are going to hit spells if you need spells, lands if you need lands, and it means that you can just keep going off, because you can put more permanents into play. Mayhem Devil also reduces the amount of things you need in play to kill. In the older versions, in the black-green versions of the deck, you need to, if you wanted to go with Citadel, you need to have enough resources to play the first one, play a board out, sacrifice half your board, play a second one. With Mayhem Devil, obviously you only need 1 activation, and you don't even need to use Citadel to kill, you can just go off with Voice Rider and launch things into play. One of the other cards that makes this deck excellent is Tyvar, and the most important thing here is that static ability. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though they had haste. So, this lets you do a couple of things. The first one, Priest of the Forgotten Gods with haste, is incredible. Obviously, the -2 here, when you mill 3 cards and return a creature card, is also really, really good. But it also means that when you're going off with Citadel, casting creatures off the top, these mana creatures you cast, you can actually tap for mana, then use a company and stuff like that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The untap ability to reuse Priest of the Forgotten Gods is also incredible, especially versus certain decks. Again, Angels, Greasefang, when you maybe have to chew through a couple of creatures. You're going to be a little careful versus things like Mono Green, because obviously you can get things back when they're sacrificing creatures, or you don't want to give them like access to more additional mana. But really, really solid. Tyvar, just an excellent addition to the deck. Also kind of acts as a mana guy by itself, because it obviously can tap a creature too. Then we have 4 copies of Collector Company, kind of holding everything together, and 4 copies of Bolas Citadel. There's an Aghalim's Awakening here, which is a nice little one-of. Obviously we've got 1s, 2s, 3s. You can cast it for a decent amount of mana. good ways to make mana as well, especially with time 1 million into your graveyard or later on in the game. Decking is really good, and hey, you just play it as a land. Now, the mana base, we are 3 colours, and so we have a decent amount of red sources. We have to remember that we need triple black for Citadel, and we want loads of green mana to cast our mana creatures. So, 2 Stomping Grounds, a couple Legion Forests, 2 Copperline Gorge, and then a Beseiju are the only non-black lands in the deck. Following that up, we've got 2 Overrun Tombs, 4 Darkboard Pathways, 4 Blooming Marsh, 2 Sulphur Springs, 1 Blood Crypt, and 2 Blackleaf Cliffs. A good balance of green sources for your mana elves, red sources to cast the Mayhem Devil, and black sources to make sure that you can cast Citadel on time. So there's, again, some help with that. Obviously, Priest making double black is actually huge. And also you've got Treasure here, and Gilded Goose. I can't really stay talking for too long, so this is going to be a super long video. We're going to take this into some best of 1 ranked matches to see how we do on the ladder. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Makes me keep wanting to make videos. And yeah, let's get into some ranked games. Alright, first match here. It is best of 1, so I'll probably play 3 or 4 games. It depends how well I hold up. I actually really can't talk very long without running out of breath. I've been having like laboured breathing, shortness of breath for about a week now. Was worried about a blood clot, but we were all clear of that, which is good. But it is difficult, and that's why I've not really been making as many videos. I was actually a little ahead recording wise, and now I've not posted anything since Monday, so yeah, more to come, more to come, and see the frequency go back up. But I'm feeling a bit better. This Karen we kept, like the Llanowar Elves, we don't have double accelerant, which means that's coming down slower. This is a Gilded Goose, which worries me. This is maybe playing a mirror. But hey, we're Voice Rider here. We might sacrifice this goat here, try and find us a way to get close to the Citadel faster. Because we have two Voice Riders as well. We'll see. See what they play. So they are on Jund. They might be on like Jund food though. Or Jund, like a more traditional Jund sacrifice deck. That's it though. If you watch any of my videos on the old black-green sacrifice deck, actually playing against red-black sacrifice was one of the worst experiences. Because your opponent would put a Mayhem Devil in play and all of a sudden you couldn't do anything. And just shoot off all your mana guys and kill you eventually. So, okay. We're going to try and avoid that. Okay, the Prosperous Innkeep is great. We want to use that treasure, really. I'm worried we might have to Aghanim's Awakening to bring a bunch of stuff back. I was thinking threaten to kill his Voice Rider. Let's do this now. 4, 5. This Aghanim's Awakening, otherwise, assuming the Llanowar Elf lives, will allow us to sit it down next turn. So let's just cross our fingers and hope we don't have a Mayhem Devil right now. I haven't worked out what the plan is if they do yet. I'll be honest. But I have to do some quick maths. Yeah, you might find me muting at points or kind of taking some longer pauses. And of course, here is a Voice Rider. Here's a Mayhem Devil. Yeah. I just have to let this die. They can now Gilded Goose, sacrifice a treasure. You feel like they could sack the board. I wouldn't leave them with very much. The thing is, if we get the Citadel in play, we're not necessarily pressured to sacrifice stuff. Well, this certainly is awkward. But we do have the Awakening, maybe. Just have to be careful when we sacrifice our treasure token. Yeah, they're gonna go all in then, okay. We have 4th land. I'll do this first. It's still a pretty tricky situation. They don't have more permanents to sacrifice, but obviously this treasure is kind of locked off. Though it does have mana for Citadel. Whether we could flood the board, and maybe assemble multiple Mayhem Devils to trump their one. We need to be a little respectful in terms of our life total as well. Then playing Tapland here means they can't at least just go like, well, fatal push. That was part of the problem, for sure. Okay, they're just going to attack. That is fine. Yeah, let's do something stupid. Right. We're killing the elf, we're killing me. Get off. This is where we enter the danger zone. We could also just have nothing on top. That'd be unreasonable. With company on top, I might say go. Rather than try and kind of really pop off here. Maybe try and catch the Mayhem Devil. You can make a food to sacrifice. That's fine, but we have a few different 3-power creatures we can try and ambush the Mayhem Devil with. Oh, that's tough. They have to bring. Do they have anything to bring back to Tybar at the minute? They're the Blood type Harvester. Okay. Which can also activate. That it comes in. What do they bring? Oh, they might bring out the priest. The priest is maybe even more awkward. This is fine because this actually can't activate as a sorcery. But they do have things to sacrifice. Okay. But this, despite this, won't be able to activate as a sorcery. They can sack this. Kind of playing into them a bit here. I really want to ambush the Mayhem Devil, is basically what I'm saying when I cast this. Alright, so we have our own Mayhem Devil. And I'm going to grab a Prosperous Innkeeper because that'll get us some life. They could maybe have a push, that'd be bad. If they want to do that, the best bet is like Gilded Ghost. Oh no. Oh yeah. This is the fun, right? I'm gonna poke this, but I don't know if I actually have time to be doing this. There. Yeah, eliminates there. You get a 9. Awkward. What do we have on top? Lana Ralph. I'll play this. That costs a life. This costs a life, but can net us some life. Okay. Innkeeper can also get us somewhere. Now we need to be careful about... We need to be really careful about life total. 3, 2. Now we need to gain some life back. I cast a Voice Shredder from hand. I gained us 2 off the Innkeeper. I don't want to play as Black Cliffs. Active player, non-active player. 1, 2. I basically need to take this opportunity to get the Mayhem Devil out of play. It's going to trigger their Mayhem Devil, and they're going to have to basically decide life or... Oh, this is... annoying. Yeah. There's some stuff going on. The one thing with this is that they've chosen not to kill my Mayhem Devil. Which is a really, really important, awesome thing. Because they shot the Innkeeper first, it means that my Mayhem Devil outpaces theirs. I'm going to shoot here. That's fine, so we've got another one coming down. Let's cast this. I'll still force them to use it, I guess. He's gonna point it at me, okay. That's fine. Okay, I want this on the bottom. Let's see what we got. So, black mana. We can company, but we can't company. I'm gonna sacrifice this token. The Bloodtithe Harvester. We'll still leave this on top though. And we should sacrifice the Elvish. Make sure this stays down. We'll leave this on top. And that should be it. Alright, we managed to play out from under the Mayhem Devil. For now. We are not in the clear. We are not in the clear. Done. Let's cast this from hand. What we find. That's tough. I'll play land from library. Priest of Forgotten Gods. They're playing green mana, so they maybe also have company. Makes us pretty dangerous. We have stuff we can sacrifice though. Very interesting. I'm gonna make this attack. See what's going on. So here we have a company. Right. Oh, that's the maybe worst possible. I think I let them go to blocks. So... Oh. I was about to say. The thing is, I'm still on 4 life. That's because it was Fury. And what else is going on here? There's some other shenanigans at play. I think. Oh, maybe the last card in hand is like an Agadeem's. And turn. Oh gosh. They're the Priest of the Gun Gods, right? Yeah.
Your story's not finished yet.
There's a way to live. Not really. They at least have to sacrifice this away. Yeah. Does it, right? I don't have a way to sacrifice. Get the food. There is no ways though. I can sacrifice this, but not to. Oh. Tough, 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 tough. We got out from under it. Unfortunately, these things happen. All right, see you in the next game. All right, second match here. What am I about to say? You might be like, "Oh, well, that was a cool John Sacrifice deck, which is really, really sweet. Why would you play the Citadel version or something like that?" And the answer is that the edge that having the Citadel kill gives you. Versus green, versus a bunch of more mid-range decks in the format. You land a Citadel, you can just win the game on the spot. We didn't there because they had a Mayhem Devil in play and that counteracts our entire game plan. But that's the point. Whereas here they kind of still have to grind it out with the Jund Sacrifice deck. You still have to kind of get out. This deck has a not terrible turn 3 kill. Yeah, we want to play these on green, play this on black. This looks to be mono green here on the other side. We have company, we have Tyvar, we've got Agadeem's Awakening. We're in a pretty interesting spot. This deck can also kind of play like a more traditional sacrifice deck as well. You have that in your wheelhouse, in your capability. You just got some extra stuff going on too. Haven, extra elves. Okay. I'm gonna lead with the company here. What we hit. This is a mana battle apparently. I'll keep the Aghanim Awakening in hand for now. This looks a bit silly. We are out-ramping them on a green deck. For now. This is all well and good until they find a Ratchet Bomb. We also do kind of need to draw something to do. Okay, yeah. Lucanos, Cavalier, they already have a Nykthos. Any miss on that, but find plenty of things to get back if the Cavalier ever dies. Okay. We found a Sulphur Spring, the red sword. Let's fish a little bit. We hit nothing, we're kind of forced to just go minusing here to try and find something.
We can win.
We got a priest. This is awkward because we're giving them access to a Khan. And we can't double activate this. We want to... Oh, we have so much mana, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get double black, triple black. I want to do it for... I don't have to do it this way around, do I? Okay, we're gonna go skydiving. Like this. Right, well. Infantry. Okay, they don't sacrifice the Cavalier, which makes me very, very happy. Black, black. I'll pay black here. And I'll cast this. X equals 3. Just a few more mana. That gets the Mayhem Devil back. Cool. That's a cute line. And we can sort of defend Tyvar a bit. The question is, they didn't sacrifice the Cavalier. Do they have some amazing follow-up? Well, do they have a Storm the Festival in hand already? We will find out. It'll also be the game versus Mono Green when we just don't have a Citadel. Oh, we're on the transform angle. Okay. Now they get a Wormcoil Hydra. Which, you know, is fine. I'm tempted to let Tyvar die, but we're in a position where we can double activate Priest, potentially. We have to block with 2 things anyway, it doesn't seem worth it. We'll just let it die. That's fine.
Just monsters.
Oh, yeah. This is... Oh, I should have done this while the... Ooh, I messed up. Should have done with Tyler if I was alive. Okay. Innkeeper. This treasure. We'll... Green. I'm leaving the goose around for now, because there's other stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and activate here. I'll sacrifice off these 2 land world. 1 here, and what do you want to face? Again, the problem with all of this is that they are... Well, actually, that does make sense, because obviously they get the 2 halves. But not sacrificing the Cavalier is still pretty ludicrous to me. And do this. Double mana. 2/2. Yeah. I'll go ahead and do this. I'm gonna try and burn them down. No, we'll shoot one of these out. We might as well shoot the lifelink one. This is me kind of committing to blocking with the Innkeeper. no intention of trading the Mayhem Devil. We do actually have 2 Priests of the Forgotten God activations up now, which seems cool. Again, hey, hopefully they don't top deck Storm. No, yeah. No shot. You may attack. Please no Storm Festival. Please, please, please. Yeah, Ogre Trolls, which are all reasonable. Here's another like annoying one for Priest of the Forgotten Gods. This is fine. We kind of want to concentrate on killing them now at this point anyway. Still would just love to draw Citadel. I'm gonna activate Nykthos to make some wolves. That is not unreasonable. They have a lot of mana. Okay, we drew land, which isn't exactly what we want. Still in a fairly decent position to sacrifice some of these elves. I'm keeping around the goose for now because it still does more stuff. I'm just gonna shoot them. They have all good things to sacrifice. It doesn't really matter shooting down like the token because they probably want to sacrifice one of the other things first. Again, not sacrifice the Cavaliers. Again, pretty wild. They have a lot of calm mana. I'm just kind of committed to playing through. Yeah, because we need to kill them with activations eventually anyway. Unless we get a Citadel, but we've been drawing lands. We are activating Priest. Okay, well, that's not right. Which does lead to another question. I'm gonna make a feed token here. We're rapidly running out of food for Priest of the Forgotten God, so I'm actually going to sacrifice away one of them. Yes. Leave the Prosperous and keep her alive for now. We'll still burn face. We are slowly killing them. Okay, they appear to be very obsessed with Polukranos. Which is, you know, pretty fair. One, two. Go to combat. Put them to 4, 2. There you go. So they can make tokens here, but we have a pretty high life total and they're dead next turn. Unless they got calm back and then like got a pithing needle to stop the priest. Or something else. Which is what I was worried about the entire time. But hey, there you go, we'll take that one. Cool. I think I'll play one more. Alright, match number 3. That was a cool game versus Mono Green, but we didn't see a Citadel, which is like the most powerful thing we can do. There's always a danger of that, of course, but Citadel is like a just game over engine versus them. You kept a pretty slow hand here. I'm actually going to lead with the Aghanim. Just to get it out so we don't end up paying life. Matchup is unknown, but we are going to play. Potentially Mono Green again, though I don't know why. Oh, okay, Lord of the Rings. I am always like, whenever I see Mono Green plays, they always tend to have like some variation of Fantasy Fallout Forests. So I don't know if I believe it. Okay. This is shenanigans of some description. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I have seen Augur in some Mono Green lists. Quite a while ago now, to be honest. But, we'll see. I'm running Mayhem Devil here, but the plan's just company next turn. And then see where things are or what they're doing. Another forest. Ah. I can't remember what this card does. We can't have blocks though. Okay, so to back up, when it deals damage, reveal the top card of your library. Reveal a creature or land, put it into your hand. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of things going on here. Oh, Tyvar makes everything so interesting as well. We only have one green source. Right. Let's company and work things out from there. Oh, this is so complicated. Oh, not complicated, just a bit all over the place. Right. This is some shenanigans. Just working out exactly what I'm doing with it yet. Alright, we'll snipe the land warrior elf stuff now. I'm actually going to put a damage on the Doomskull warrior because I plan on killing it later on. I think they would rather sack the Ogre overall. We'll see what they actually choose to do here. They don't... Okay. Let's see. 3 mana. Tap and tap. As a setup, that also kind of changes things. 1. I'll put the damage here because I'm not sure. I should really have been sure. 2, 3. No, I think we should be going facer. There's a bit of a problem in this deck where you should just always do the maths.
It's not a victory.
Oh. 1, 2. The plan is to go this back. And 1, 1, 1. I'm gonna keep this in hand actually. No, I won't. Alright. Yeah, sorry. The thing I was saying before is you should always do the maths because the maths doesn't matter. The maths is important. I shouldn't be lazy. I am bad. It's one of those things that in paper I would count everything every time, and on an arena I'm much more likely to go, yeah, it looks about right, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Elvish Mystic. They flooded the board permanents again. They do have this to attack with. They could go after Tyvar. Tyvar presents an interesting problem here. His rents untaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can block with the Innkeeper, and so I will block with it. Right. Couple of things. This makes it a lot easier, actually. Hey, life. I'm just gonna cast this. That does cost him more life. They might just concede to this. They might also not, but that'd be fine. Yeah, I'll play this. I'll cast this, go to 6, and then we'll work out where things are. I'll put some Mayhem Devils into play, and they should just keep to this. They haven't, and so I'll continue. I'll untap this.
Ready for round 2.
Yeah, there we go. Right, and that has been Jund Citadel. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about Explorer. The fort's amazing. Hopefully we get another expansion set in July and August, and I'll catch you sometime next week. Or if I'm feeling better soon, I can make more videos. But till now, thanks for watching.